Hello, Leo. Elsie here to do a reading for you. It is for the month of March. How are you, Leo? Thanks so much for clicking here. I'm here with a few decks. We're going to throw down some energy for the overall month of March, and then we're going to hit it with some tarot. How you doing? I hope you're well. Leo, there's a lot going on in March. Look, Venus and Mercury are already in Aries, and it is... both of them are going to be going retrograde, and so it's going to be causing a few issues over the month, right? We also do have a couple of eclipses that are coming up, one in the middle of the month in Virgo, full lunar eclipse, and then a partial solar eclipse at the end of the month. One is in Aries, the last one is in Aries. The one in the middle of the month, the full lunar, is in Virgo, so it's going to make you sort of clean out things, look over details, and very practical with your energy. I don't need this, I do need that. We also have Neptune that's roaming about. It's going to be moving into Aries as well if you have an Aries placement. So this whole time with Mercury retrograding in Aries energy is really going to make heightened impulsiveness, maybe, right? Intense conversations, communications, and with Mercury retrograding, of course, there's always misunderstandings, but the potential for those to blow up bigger than they should be. We already are in the shadow phase of Mercury retrograde, and Venus retrograde is on the table as well. And so, you know, Mercury being in retrograde can in itself dredge things up from the past, but Venus is on the table, so it might be old love coming around, right? Settling old wounds, making decisions about your relationships could very well be that. All right. Now, if you need anything to know any information to know how it's going to affect you as a Leo, please go see your favorite astrologer. Just kind of wanted to give you the crib notes of what's going on. Tell me about Leo. What's coming up in March for Leo, please? Happy March to you. March 1st already. We do have You Are Good Enough. Full moon in Virgo. I kind of love that. So look, no matter what goes on, I want you to let it go. The full moon is here. It says full moon in Virgo, and we are having a full moon in Virgo in the middle of March. But it's full moons are always about release. Whatever anybody thinks about you is none of your damn business, Leo. Let them think what they're going to think. You can't change their mind, and you shouldn't even try. It says here, you are good enough. So as long as you're good enough for you, know that you're good enough. You might even be a Virgo Leo cusp. Maybe you do have some Virgo energy, but just know that you are good enough in this month, no matter what goes on. We do have a new romantic cycle begins. Look at that, new one in Libra. So I feel like a new, really balanced, justified love is coming in for you. Someone who is very honest and truthful, and very someone who likes to communicate. Right? So that person is highly intelligent and likes to, stop things before they get out of hand. So that person is the one who likes to talk about things. Someone who's highly intelligent. All right. Let's find out what's going on in the middle of the month for you here, Leo. Leo. We have peace. Hey, that's not a bad place to be in the middle of the month. Peace and contentment are coming to you. You are good enough. I think this tells me that you believe it, that you believe that that you are good enough. Bottom of the deck, we have divine counterpart. Look, in the future, that's the bottom of the deck for me. In the future energy, and that might be after March, but it could be at the end of March. It feels like there is some sort of divine counterpart coming in for you. Somebody that you've known in a previous life that you feel like, although you don't know, you've never seen them before, that you feel like you've known them forever. Divine connection sent to you from your angels, and a new romantic cycle begins. They could be a Libra or maybe a Virgo, possibly. What else do we have for Leo before we start the tarot? Tell me about Leo, please. All right, we've got help, karma. Oh, karma's coming in to help you, friend. We'll take both of them. We've got card number 16, and it said that we've got the card of help and balance. We've got Libra there. I feel like there is some karma, some good karma that's coming in to balance you or to help you. Card number 16 is a tower. You might experience it as a very big shift of energy. You might be removing some things from your life, but of course that's eclipse energy, right? Full moon eclipse energy. Full moons are about the release, and eclipses, things can happen quickly. So I feel like there might be a tower that you could be experiencing around about the last week and a half or so of the month. And it's a good tower, though. I feel like it's bringing good karma, and it's going to be bringing you some sort of help I want to say, help in how to get balanced, it might be this person that shows up here, because they would be kind of balanced because they are Libra. We do have communication, so communication is key in the month, because there is going to be, with Venus in retrograde and Mercury in retrograde as well. Communication is going to be key. Communication, I feel, is what starts some sort of a new cycle here. We do have a 10 breaks down to 1. Look. It's just so hard to say my words right now. That's usually what happens to me during Mercury retrogrades. We're already in the shadow period. I have a hard time getting my words out. My brain and my tongue just do not work together in this time. All right. Just had to get that out. Whew. Let's find out what else is going on for Leo in the month of March. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. So look, towers can be shit shows, right? It can be things that are moving around, a bunch of moving parts, things that are falling to the ground. And I feel like it's going to reveal something good for you. So try not to fear the tower. Towers can be frustrating because I know you don't like change. Like me, you're a fixed sign. I'm a fixed sign. I'm a Taurus. You're a fixed sign. You're a Leo. And we don't like change to be shifted upon us. But I feel like change is coming at the end of the month that you're not expecting. And it's going to be forced upon you, friend. Tell me about you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. We've got the 7 of Cups. We've got the Empress in reverse. There's you thinking, I'm wondering if I'm enough. The Empress in the reverse is just that, wondering if they're enough. We've got the 9 of Pentacles. I feel like this is a bit of a dip, I want to say, just maybe a speed bump. But it does feel like with the Empress in the reverse, it's like you are wondering if you're good enough or not. Whether you're feminine or masculine, the Empress is Taurus and Libra energy, both feminine and masculine. It feels like you're in a bit of confusion. Now, it could be something that someone said to you. It could be a way that you're feeling. It could be, it could be, am I making enough money? Do I have enough stability? I want to say that the fact that you're questioning it, the 9 of Pentacles being here, tells me that you are all the things. But I feel that you might be in this energy of looking in the mirror, wondering, like if you are all the things that you think you are. I feel that you are. But I want to say that for whatever reason, maybe someone said something, maybe something happened at work, maybe somebody said something that was out of line. It makes you feel like you doubt yourself for a moment here. And for those of you who maybe that you don't really have a whole lot of self-confidence, it would be easy to knock yours, right? But I want to say with the 9 of Pentacles here, that I feel like there is something here that you have grown all on your own, whether it be yourself or a business or something. But the 8 is before the 9, and the 8 is the self-mastery bit, right? And the 9 of Pentacles is where you get confident. You start looking really good on the outside, feeling really good on the inside. So I feel like you start to realize, yeah, I am enough. I think that it's a bit confusing at the beginning of the month here, but it might be something that rocks your world, that rocks your confidence, I want to say. Tell me more. We have the 5 of Pentacles, we have the Temperance card, and we have the 10 of Pentacles. You know what it is? I think it's money. I think that you think that for whatever job you're in, whatever place you're in your life, that you feel like you're not keeping up with the Joneses. Maybe there's people in your life who have doctorates or masters, or it feels like you feel like you're not really keeping up with the people in your life here. I feel like you are questioning whether you are making enough money or not, or maybe I need to make more money. The Temperance card here tells me that money is coming into balance for you in the month of March. I really feel like with Temperance here, it heals all things. And so I feel like after going back and forth about, am I enough? Do I make enough? I feel like you land on the 10 of Pentacles, that you're doing is the best that you can with this situation or with the information that you've been given. I feel like the 9 and the 10 of Pentacles tells me you go from the 9 of Pentacles to the 10 after being in the 5 for a while. Maybe your friends are all in a place in their life where they're all traveling around the world and you just can't afford to do that. Maybe that's what makes you feel like you're not enough. It doesn't have to be traveling, but when we're in a certain age group with certain people, we see that friends or family members or people who are around our age, maybe they're doing what we wished we could do, and right now you're in a little bit of a setback with the 5 of Pentacles, but I feel like the 10 of Pentacles is coming for you. It feels like things are going to get better, like absolutely better. I feel like either you get a raise or a promotion, something to do with finances possibly, but also this could be health, wealth, children, family, right? Abundance is a big word. Could be a long-term relationship if that's what you're looking at. Not everybody is. And look at that, the Wheel of Fortune. Look, the Wheel of Fortune is coming up with the Ten of Pentacles. And when it does, you haven't got a damn thing to worry about. I really feel like March is a month where you start to finally see that you have enough to pay the bills and enough in the bank. You have enough to do a little bit extra. It feels like with the Wheel of Fortune being here on top of Temperance, it's a moment of alchemy. It's a realization moment. It's like something that you're not expecting that puts you into some sort of healing balance. The Wheel of Fortune is about change. It's about things that you're in a turning point here with your finances, with your home, with your family, with your health. It feels like you're in some sort of a turning point here. It's a changing time in your life, and the Wheel of Fortune moves things forward fortunately. So I feel like, it's sitting here between the 5 and the 10. I feel like you're feeling like you're in the 5. Whatever happens might double your finances or double your health or double something that is you were feeling in lack about. I feel like you get some and then some. Like I feels like it tops you up and then some. And that might be why we have peace here, right? Because the Wheel of Fortune is showing up here. Peace and contentment. Feels like you're going to be really content with the changes that are going on here. Tell me about peace and contentment. We have the 8 of Swords in the reverse. I kind of love it. No more worries. No more stuck in my head. No more overthinking. No more feeling like I'm a prisoner of my mind. I'm now at the end of a cycle of a place where I was really having a hard time. And I feel like you were at the 9 for a while because Ivy's here, right? Ivy grows on things like castles in Scotland, right? Like buildings that have been there for hundreds and hundreds of years. Maybe you've been there for hundreds and hundreds of years, right? Like maybe it's last life as well. But it feels like the 9 of Wands is telling me that you're like, don't give up, because you're right around the corner from some sort of a breakthrough. And when you are around the corner from that breakthrough, whatever it is for you, it'll be different for all of you. I feel like you will feel peace and contentment. For a moment, you'll be like, yeah, I think it's going to be fine. I think that you will feel that peace and contentment here. We do have the moon energy. You don't see it coming. Things are not as they seem. Maybe they seem a little worse than they actually are. Maybe you're worrying about something that you don't need to worry about. But the moon energy is telling me something's being hidden from you, and it's making you feel deeply nervous or deeply emotional. I feel like you're on the precipice of some sort of really big change in the first couple of weeks of the month here. We do have, it's going to surprise you, whatever it is. We've got the Page of Cups, we've got the Death card, and we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Something that was moving really slowly is about to pick up speed here, and I think it's going to surprise you. You know what it is? I feel like you've been in a transition, and I think I said that to you in either your last reading or the one before I did the weekly reading for you. It feels like you've been in a transitional spot where you haven't really moved ahead, but you haven't really gained traction, but you haven't really stepped back either. And it feels like there is something here that you're leaving behind. There is an old life, old thought pattern, old emotions, something that you're finally going to be able to release in order to move forward. Now it's going to be slow moving forward, but you're going to be able to move forward nonetheless, because at the middle of the month is when we have this full moon eclipse in Virgo. And Virgo is the analytical one. And that's why it takes the Knight of Pentacles to get so long to it takes them such a long time to get to where they're going. Because they're the ones that are going, we'd rather it take them forever than, and do it correctly, than make mistakes along the way by chasing things or running at things. And so I feel like you've come to a realization here that you're actually just in the midst of transformation. And I feel like as you are, this feeling of peace comes up to let you know that things are about to change for you here. There is some sort of an exciting surprise that comes from you being able to step through this changing energy here. We have the 5 of Swords. You know what it is? I feel like you no longer are in indecision. It's time to move forward. No matter how slowly you move forward, it's time to move forward to something that's kept you kept you in the past here. And so you will be experiencing some sort of a tower shortly after this. Shortly after you feel this peace, it might feel like, really, I just got into peace and now a tower showing up. But I think this is a good one. I think it's something that's showing up as good karma to help you. Tell me more about this. We do have Hermit energy. I like it. We have the Eight of Pentacles and we have the Ten of Pentacles. There is something here that you've been working on for a really long time that you finally start to see the return on. So I feel like you've been healing your finances. It feels like you will begin to see all of your hard work is going to be paying off by the end of March. And I feel like this King of Pentacles is telling me you go from the Eight of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. So you go from being the person who gets paid the least to do the most, that you're putting in the hard work, but what you didn't realize is all this time when you've been putting in all the hard work that you're the one that's becoming the subject matter expert, and it feels like your next step, even though it's slow, your next step is going to be into the King of Pentacles energy. It's a place where maybe you can afford to buy a home, or maybe afford to get a home. Maybe afford to sell your home and upgrade. It feels like the King of Pentacles is the one who's settling down. I'm going to move slowly. I'm going to be dependable. Now, I know you're a fire sign, but you could have an earth sign, or maybe you have Virgo, right? Maybe you're crossed with Virgo and Leo energy. Maybe you're a cusp, but it feels like this tower shows up. And what shows up is a good thing. This is a good tower. And I feel like the King of Pentacles, if they are a person, might show up to help you. Work out this Eight of Pentacles here. They could be a financial advisor, an accountant, an actuary, a bookkeeper. Maybe you're starting a business. The Eight of Pentacles can be that as well. Could be a business. Maybe that is your business. We've got the Page of Swords in the reverse. We've got the Ten of Swords, and we've got the Emperor. So this is a really beautiful story, but a hard transition, I feel. I feel like somebody sees your worth, my friend, is what it is here. Somebody really sees your worth. You start believing that you are enough, and by the end of the month, other people start seeing it in you. So we've got the Seven of Swords that's in the reverse. It feels like you're in this place where I'm kind of unsure about how to move forward, or I'm not really sure that I want to explore, or I'm not really interested in being very curious about moving forward any further than I am right now. There's a little bit of that Leo stubborn energy showing up. I'm not really sure that I want to move forward from here, but I feel like this eclipse that's showing up at the end of the month in Aries, which is right here, we've got a partial solar eclipse. The sun is you, and it's showing up in Aries. I don't think that's coincidence, but it feels like there is an Emperor energy here. I do feel like there is a release that comes here. The release of being unsure, not really wanting to explore, not really wanting to do it. I'm not sure if I'm ready. I feel like what you're releasing here is this Page of Swords in the reverse. This is like cloudy thinking. I'm not really sure if I can make that decision. And you step into the Emperor shoes, which is a place of decision making, stability, security. Now I'm on the throne. Now I'm battle ready. Now I'm ready for anything you can bring to me. Bring it, right? Come at me, bro. I know what I'm doing now. I feel like it's that there is something that is showing up here that is making you feel like you're in control. Look, this person could offer you a job, as somebody who is a boss or a CEO or a contractor instead of being a construction worker. Like, it feels like there's something that is showing up here that is going to boss you up in your energy, and you get to feel like now you're in control of your financial future. We do have the Knight of Cups, which is interesting because we have this divine counterpart, communication, and we have a new romantic cycle that's beginning here. So it does feel like there is some love showing up for you here. I'm going to put this here. Got the leap of faith that you might be taking here. We've got this new romantic cycle begins, and some communications coming in that's going to bring some sort of a new cycle for you here, which is card number 1. We do have the 8 of Cups, and we have the 6 of Cups. So it feels like you are detaching from some old memories, and that's what's going to help you move forward and have the success that you're having here. Let's talk about this. What's going on here? Tell me about this new romantic cycle, this divine counterpart, and this new cycle of communication. Something here that you're seeing with great clarity. The sun is your energy. I feel like it's something that you're going to want to something that you're going to want to invest in here. We do have card number 36, which is a 9. We have the Woman. And we have, yeah, rolling the dice. Look, I feel like the Cross is telling me that there's some sadness or worry because you've been at this precipice before. I feel like you're going to roll the dice and you're going to take a chance on someone here. Card number 39 is a 12. Using your intuition, I feel like you are going to take a step forward into a brand new relationship, possibly. I feel like the Cross being here tells me that you're worried that things will fall into disrepair. But I think with the Sun being here, it tells me that you really do have a bird's eye view of what's going on. There's a lot of clarity in this next cycle for you, that you are now not running at things. You are taking your time, moving slowly, right? We've got the Pentacle energies. The Knight of Cups is the one who is the passive knight. So you're maybe thinking about romance first, and then we're going to take slower steps into a relationship. But I think you are going to be taking a risk or taking some sort of leap of faith once you can get a closer look at it here. But don't forget, you're the Emperor. We've got 4s here. 4 and 4 is 8. You've done a lot of work on yourself. You're the one that's in charge of all of it. So it feels like there is that Tower that's showing up might be a person coming in that might end up bringing you help, but also bringing you romance. It does feel like that. 11 and 12. 9, 11, and 12. Yeah. I feel like you can see everything because the Sun is here, and the Sun is card 31, which is a 4. And I feel like stable energy is what it's telling me, stability. So I feel like you see this new person that's showing up in your life as a love interest as stability. We also have 4s here. So 4, 4, 4. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. I will go, and I hope that you come back because I'll be back. And I'm always back. Love you guys. Bye.